Oh,
Reda.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Actually, this is the third webinar of a three-series webinar that we have formulated from the ATLAS.ti in Malaysia team in response to our participation at the second ATLAS.ti User Conference in Berlin, the end of August 2015. So together here with me, I have a few colleagues. We are the Malaysian delegation to the conference. The first one is Mohd Zairul. He is here with us today. Hi, Zach.
Hi, how are you?
Second, we have Rohaiza. Hi, Rohaiza.
Hello.
And the third one, we have Zurina. How are you, Zurina?
hi, I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so this is basically what we intend to do. Because we are so very excited with our participation at the conference, there are a few requests by our Malaysian friends because they want to know what actually happened at the conference and if we are able to share some of our lessons, some of our experience joining the conference, which we are the main purpose why we are gathered here today. And thank you very much for those who are viewing the webinar that we are having now. So I think we should start then. Okay, first thing first, I wish to ask some background information from our Malaysian delegation team. I want to ask about yourself. Can you give us a brief introduction? Plus the background of your research and how you have been using it for your own research. We should start with Rohaiza.
Oh. So, hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Rohaiza Zakaria. So, for those who are seeing me for the first time today, so currently I'm studying about sketching behavior among design students. So, I did a lot of observation, interviews, and also some document checking. So most of my data were in videos, audios, and picture as well. So I would say probably 90% of my data analysis I will use ATLAS.ti. So either I want to transcribe my data or doing the video and audio analysis or even for the photo elicitation purpose. Kak Ani.
Oh, okay. All right. That is very interesting. We cannot wait to hear what is the outcome of your research.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next I would like to call Zurina. Can you please share your experience on using ATLAS.ti and before that a little bit background about yourself?
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Zurina. So I'm studying in the University of Sussex, Brighton at the moment, doing my PhD in linguistics. And I first found out about ATLAS.ti in 2013, where I went to a workshop and I fell in love with Ani and also the software itself. And my research is about language socialization, where I look at how the Malaysian students in the UK socialize in the academic settings, where in here it's called seminars, and I'll be using a lot of classroom observations, interviews, and focus group discussions. So my research is most probably will be 100% qualitative. So that's why I'll be using ATLAS.ti for data analysis, hopefully, and I've been using it for literature review as well. So it's very helpful. I love it so much. Yep.
Thank you very much, Zurina. Now Zach. Zach is he is not somebody who is stranger to us. Can you please introduce yourself and share something about your research?
Okay, a very good morning here. It's 10 o'clock in Netherlands. So a very thank you to Munirah for organizing this session. A bit background about myself. I'm doing PhD in real estate in housing, or focusing in management in the built environment in TU Dev. So what I'm doing is actually come up with new business model of housing for Malaysian, revisit the industrialized flexible housing. So what I'm doing in this new business model is that I created a raw business model based on literature, and then I'm going to test it using focus group, and I'm also doing direct observation, and also doing a bit of case studies. So I would say ATLAS.ti really helped me in terms of analyzing the data, and also to structure all the data, and then to get the answer, the meaning, to interpret more how this business model is actually suitable in Malaysian situation. And we're going to not only, we're not going to impose this business model to the industry, but rather uh, to get to know whether the industry actually accept it, and if they don't accept it, we want to know why they don't accept it. So it's more on acceptance of the industry towards this business model. So that's a bit about it.
Well, thank you everyone for sharing your background information, and also something about your research, how you intend to use and have been using ATLAS.ti so far. For my case, I have used ATLAS.ti for my PhD purpose, both literature reviews and also analysis of my interviews for my case study. So I can see from the four of us who are present today, we are engaging in diverse areas of research. Yeah? Design, architecture, language, and also legal studies. So, not to mention that these are only us. We could have some other users outside there, because when we meet in Berlin, we could see a lot of many more users in different areas. Okay, so about the conference, a little bit about that. We went to Berlin for a 3-day conference. It was on 29th, 30th, and 31st of August 2015. So, because we are not all based in Malaysia, some of us are based outside of Malaysia, so I want to ask the experience of our friends. What do you do to prepare to come to the conference? You're traveling, how do you find your expectations coming to the conference? Can we hear from Rohaiza?
Okay, my traveling experience was very awesome, because actually my planning time is quite constrained, because I decided to join this seminar, this conference a bit last minute. So I think about maybe 1.5 months traveling planning. With all the itineraries and all the flight bookings and everything. So I started my travel from Changi Airport, Singapore, and I stopped in Abu Dhabi for about maybe 1.5 hours for transit, and then I proceed to the next flight to Serbia. And then I stopped there for about half an hour, maybe 1 hour, and then continue to Berlin. And I arrived in Berlin on 28th morning. So I have 1 day. I arrived 1 day earlier before the conference. So I guess the experience is very nice experience for me.
Okay, so that leaves us two who travel directly from Malaysia, and then we have different transit places, because I had one transit in Abu Dhabi, and then direct to Berlin. We had more transit places. So both of us, we had quite a long time on the
17
flight.
hours.
Right? Also, likewise when we return back.
Yeah.
So, but it's I think it's a different case for our friends. So can we hear from Zach?
Okay. My experience, I took flight from Amsterdam. I think it's about 2 hours to Berlin, but I took a very not really early flight. I think it was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I arrived there around 4 or 5. Of course, maybe those from Malaysians are really excited, so they came a bit early. So good for them. And I arrived at that time. I think one session already started. So, but it was my first time to Berlin, and Berlin was really a nice city. And yeah, I check in the hotel, and then I stay at the same hotel as the conference. So it's not a bit of problem of logistic. But what is the most interesting part of the trip is that uh, it was really cold. Not really cold. It was like 12 degrees in Amsterdam at that time, and then when I arrived in Berlin, it was like 18 or 19,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
almost 20
Yeah.
something. It
the
was
first
really
city
hot.
is quite cool.
So I bought
Hot.
all these sweaters just in case. Okay, we're gonna have a trip, urban trail. We're going to uh, go around the city. So perhaps I need a sweater or something to keep me from cold. But then it turns out I just wear one layer of t-shirt. So yeah, it's somehow it's a very surprising, and but it's very nice trip.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing with us, Zai. So what about you, Zurina?
I flew from Brighton, from London, Heathrow, and I had my overnight transit at the Charles de Gaulle Airport, France. I took an overnight there. I slept at the airport. It was interesting because I've never slept at the airport before, and and the experience was very enlightening, though tiring, because we had to sleep on the chairs and everything. And after that, in early in the morning, I flew to Tegel Airport, Berlin, and I went to the conference straight away. And on my way back from Berlin to London, it was only 6 hours flight. I had only 2 hour transit from at the airport, at Charles de Gaulle Airport. So yeah, but it was tiring when I went back. I had to move out and everything, but it was enlightening as well. I learned a lot. I learned to actually refresh my French back. Bonjour, comment ça va? So it was nice. It was nice. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Only 6 hours of traveling and 2 hours of traveling from Netherlands. Yeah, I think Rohaiza and me win over you guys because we were like 12 hours or 14 hours.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. The traveling was worth it because what we got from the conference is priceless.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the next topic, which I never regret my decision to join the conference because for me, what is most engaging and what is most memorable was my opportunity to do some team meeting with my ATLAS.ti training team. We have multiple persons in the training team. For example, Ricardo Contreras, Narinda Kalpokaiti, and also George Hacker. We also meet other trainers and users from all parts of the world who are excited to use ATLAS.ti for their own research, and also they are training other people in their community. I also meet Suzanne Priest. She was the person who introduced me to ATLAS.ti back in 2010, and she was the #1 person who made me who I am today. The other people whom I meet along the way until I become who I am today they are very important people in my life, and I would say they are the important people to the Malaysian community because without them, I would not have the courage, I would not have the opportunity to be teaching ATLAS.ti as how I am doing it today. They include the CEO of ATLAS.ti, Thomas Moore, the developers, including Thomas Ringmeyer, Friedrich, and other other members of the team. And it was also my first time meeting Eve. Eve Wise. I have been communicating all this while through email and also to go to meeting technology, but meeting the team personally is different. I cannot compare that to any experience that I am having before that through emails and all. So I am very excited. I become very excited, and the memory of being in Berlin is still fresh in my mind. Okay. Other than that, I also get the opportunity to teach a workshop to the delegates. My workshop was on doing literature reviews using ATLAS.ti, and we had around 8 to 10 participants in that parallel workshop session, and it was cool. Okay? I shared my experience and also the experience of other users who have joined my workshops before. So we also get feedbacks from the participants how they have been approaching the literature review process in their own community, and suggestions, sharing of experience. So it was priceless. It was so memorable for me. And I would say being in the group of people with the same enthusiasm and the same interest using ATLAS.ti, teaching ATLAS.ti is something that cannot compare again. Okay, I've been repeating that because I'm so very excited. Okay, we can listen to what they think about this new development. For example, we can get them to give feedback what they think, and also any suggestions for improvement. For example, it was very cool. So in my opinion, the best part of the conference is to have a team meeting and for me to share my experience teaching a workshop, and also to mingle around with the other academicians and getting their feedbacks from the users and the trainers. Okay, enough about me, what I feel, and if you give me the microphone, I'll be talking, speaking, and without stop. So I should be giving the microphone to somebody else. I think I should be giving to Zach.
Yep. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry, I did not ask the question. So
Yeah. What will be the question?
I want to ask you,
Mm.
can you share with us what are the lessons learned that you get from participating in the conference?
Okay. I think what the most valuable lesson that I obtained from the conference is undoubtedly is the networking, which is very beneficial for my future research, and also if I'm going to seriously using this software for my future career. So these are the person that I should um, make a network at this time, and also at the in present, also in the future. So if I may share, is it possible to share something?
Yes, possible.
Yeah. Let me just share. You see that? Can
Yes,
you?
yes, you can see
Okay.
that.
So I must acknowledge Ricardo. I think after Ani Munirah, I think Ricardo is one of person that also very important. He does, I think, a lot of webinar. Before this, I just hear his word in the webinar, and imagine that I met him live, and then we talk, and then we talk about research, and we talk about the software, and we talk about how good is the software in helping us in our own research. And also we met with the software developers for the Mac, for the PC. Imagine those are the person that behind although they are in the background, but they are the one who, I think, the catalyst for the software, the one who do all the wonders for the software, and also help us in terms of technical aspect. And you can imagine that when most of them give me their phone numbers, which is very personal, but you know, I can just after this contact them just in case there's a technical breakdown or something that I want to ask. So this long lost brothers from different continents. I found someone from Philippines.
Very interesting, Dad.
Someone, sorry?
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
True.
Someone from Africa, someone from the US. So we also shared different ideas and share different views on the software, and then maybe thinking of future collaboration and then future cooperation. And these are also some of the pictures with I think Jorge,
Neringa.
Neringa
Neringa.
and Jorge, I think.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, the guy. He's actually one of the big person as in developing the software. So it's also interesting to know him, and then also to establish network with him, and also, of course, last but not least, oh, where's the picture of? Okay, I think I missed that. Okay, doesn't matter. So that's basically about it. The networking is very important, and also it's not only during the conference, but it's also after the conference, where the support that you needed from all these people to make sure you are in the right platform, make sure you have the motivation to use the software. So it's very, very useful for me. Yep.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. And those are very interesting photos and sharing from you, Zach. I want to ask now Rohaiza. So, can you share what are your lessons learned from joining the conference?
Okay. What I can learn from the conference, I made a lot of friends during the conference, just like Zach shared just now. Okay. I still remember Kak Ni, the first person that approached me during the conference was Caesar. Okay. At that time, I was very nervous because this is the first international conference that I went abroad. So I need to 100% speaking in English, and then this is my first trip to Europe actually. So I was very nervous, and furthermore, I am the first person who will be presenting on the first day. Okay, so I was very I was very nervous until Caesar. He's very kind and nice person. He approached me and we had a small talk. Okay, and after that I feel like a bit comfortable with the situation. And then later Ajwa, maybe later Zoo can show with a picture each of them. Okay, Ajwa from US, and then he sat beside me. So he also very nice person, and so other than that, we also meet Ricardo. Ricardo as a because previously I only hear his voice during the webinar, that I attend. So during the conference, I can meet him face to face personally. So yeah, it's very great experience for me. And beside that, I also met Susan. Yeah, Susan is the product expert, right? So I even have her autograph. Yeah, autograph on, maybe we can't see it here. Yeah, autograph from her.
Wow.
Yeah. So he autographed my book. So this is some kind of motivation for me to explore more about this ATLAS.ti. and I think we also met Dr. Neringa. I met him during our webinar once. So I personally met her during the conference. She's very beautiful and very I would say very firm with with her stand, and I think he loved ethnicity very much, right? Yeah,
Yes.
she even immersed in ethnicity in her life. Anything with regarding with her life, he will uh, include ethnicity. Okay, and then I also met Florio. Florio, yeah, we talked something about because he interested with my video analysis. So we have a small chat together, and yeah, I also keep in touch with one of the student from German, Gino, through emails until now. So I made a lot of friends, and the best part was I met Dr. Yana from Czech Republic. The interesting part is because she also doing the video analysis, just like me. Because previously it's very hard to find someone who do video analysis, especially in Malaysia or even other research. I try to find out in the journal or thesis, I can't find maybe only a little research about video analysis. So it's very exciting moment for me. I'm very excited to meet him. Finally, I meet someone who do video analysis during the conference. So I guess with this kind of relationship and networking that we have during the conference, I believe that is much more easier for us to get advice and reference from each other, Kak Ani. That's the benefit that I can get from the conference.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
we have quite different ways how we perceive things, although we are in the same team and we are at the
Yeah.
same conference, but we perceive things differently. We can even analyze this video after this using ATLAS.ti, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
and make a coding out of it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Thank you very much, Zach and also Aiza, for sharing. Now I would like to ask Zurina. So, can you share with us your lessons learned from joining the conference?
Okay, thank you, Annie. So one of the things that I am very grateful about is the fact that all of us got the opportunity to go out and have fun. You know, we went to the little bits of Berlin that we can, and I'm going to share with you a lot of pictures, so please bear with me. Okay, let me share. All right, can you see?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes, we can.
All right, so as you can see here, this is the venue of the conference. It's called Avion Hotel. It's very accessible to public transport, either by bus or by taxi, and by tram as well. By S-Bahn or U-Bahn. So this is the inside of the hotel. The reason I managed to snap a few photos of this hotel was because I arrived quite early on the first day. So, okay. On the final day, we went to a 1-hour cruise from the hotel to Janowitz Bridge. So this is 4 of us on the cruise. It was very spectacular. So I'm going to share with you some of the photos of the buildings that I've got.
Hi, Zurina. I think you cannot do a full screen view because we cannot see.
Oh, okay. So I need to...
Yeah, this is fine. I think you can just
Okay.
minimize the left-hand side. Yeah, this is good.
Does look familiar, the guy?
Okay, so did you see the photos of the venue that I showed before?
Maybe you can go back to the last slide.
To the second picture, I
Second
think.
slide.
Second picture,
slide.
this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the inside of the hotel, like I said earlier, the lobby. I managed to get this picture because, yeah, I arrived early. Okay, so this is the 1 hour cruise that we went to, the four of us sitting there, enjoying ourselves with the breeze. It was really nice. It was a very spectacular view we had for the 1 hour. And I'm going to share with you some of the beautiful buildings that we saw throughout the cruise. I'm not sure what buildings these are. But yeah, it was really nice, and the weather was very, very, very beautiful. It was really hot,
Yes.
but it was nice with the breeze. So yeah, beautiful. So this is all of us together with the locals as well, because the thing is, this cruise is also actually used by the locals for transport actually. So yeah, they go on this cruise to go from one place to another. This is me with the founder and CEO of ATLAS.ti, Thomas. Very nice guy, very friendly. And yeah, along the way we could see people sunbathing because of the beautiful weather. So yeah, it was a new experience for me, I think.
Check who was the one took this picture, right?
Yeah. We were shocked to see those. This is Bode Museum, beautiful building as well. And you can see the Berlin TV tower at the back. And this is S-Bahn. This is one of the public transports that you can use in Berlin.
It's like LRT, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like LRT, and we have U-Bahn in Berlin as well. So yeah, U-Bahn is underground and S-Bahn is over the ground. Yeah. So yeah, so we arrived at this last station where we stopped, and from the cruise. And after that, the three of us, without Ani, sorry Ani, me, Aiza, and Zach, we went to the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed this, Kak Ani.
Yeah.
You purposely left me out.
No, but Ani had to go for a meeting, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is the Berlin Wall, the east part of the Berlin Wall.
Germany guy, this one?
Oh, yeah, who is this guy? Taking selfies of himself. So we walked along the west part of the Berlin Wall. Beautiful. Kaiza, can you see yourself?
Oh, really? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you. So now I'm going to share with you. Oh, and we met this fella from Malaysia, a backpacker. He's been traveling Europe for a few months already.
He's
And
coming to Amsterdam next week.
He's coming to Amsterdam. Yay! Meeting your little brother, huh?
Yeah. Missing his brother.
Yeah. So now I'm going to share with you some of the graffitis on the Berlin Wall. Beautiful graffitis that you can see. Save our Earth. I really love this one. And this one as well. The colors, they're beautiful. So this particular graffiti is about the checkpoint where whenever people want to go across east or west side of the wall, they have to have their their stamp their passport stamped. So this is where they stop. Okay, and this is one of the beautiful bridges that we can find along the river. Another beautiful building. Yep, this is on the while waiting for the S-Bahn to go back home. I think to go back to the hotel. This is tram, another public transport. The thing is, I think Berlin is very accessible everywhere because they have a lot of public transports going on. Trams, S-Bahn, U-Bahn, you know, the cruise, taxis, buses, they're very on time. And this is one of the beautiful buildings, Berliner Dome. It's actually a cathedral church. This is Altes Museum. All of these photos were taken on our second day at at Berlin. So this is one of the few pictures that me and Kaiza managed to snap. We went into the hotel for like less than 1 minute, I think, snap photos and then went back out. One of the cylindrical aquarium in the world, the biggest ones. So along the, I mean, while traveling in Berlin, I had no access to the internet, so we used, the map, like the real map, to actually go around with the help of our Muhammad backpacker. Yeah. So this is all of us. That little lady there is Aiza's sister,
Sister, yeah.
Fida.
She accompanied me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I drag her.
Okay, so this is the Mayor Town Hall, the building.
Oh no, you make it sound so nice that I feel jealous of you guys.
You should go again.
Where is
Okay.
Ani?
I know. This is the Berlin TV Tower. Really nice place. It was really nice to travel in Berlin during these few days because the weather was really nice. This is the Neptune Fountain. That is the god of what's it called again, Zach?
The
God of
Zeus?
Zeus.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and this is one of the doner kebab that,
Oh, this is
according
really
to
nice.
one of the Malaysian students in Germany, in Berlin, she said this is a must-eat kebab
Yeah.
in Berlin.
That's right.
So we had some of it, and it was really nice.
Yes.
If you go there, if you go to Berlin, please go
Now we
here and
get
have
Ani
some.
more jealous.
I know. Okay, so we also went to the Berlin Hard Rock Cafe for a glass of Coke. Yeah, it was really nice as well. So this is my last day in Berlin. On my way to the Berlin Tegel Airport. Unfortunately, I had a 1 hour delay flight. So while waiting, why don't we snap photos, right? Yeah. And finally, yay, our DSG delegates in Berlin. All four of us. And thank you,
Yeah.
ATLAS.ti as well. Yeah. So that's it from me.
Thank you
So much
very much.
sharing. Sorry.
Wow, it brings back a lot of memories, although it was only a few months ago. But it's not even 2 months. It was just 1 month plus. But it
True.
brings back memories about what we went through and the experience, all the lessons learned. Likewise, it goes to Zach and Aiza as well. I am so delighted and delightful to have companies of you guys in Berlin at the conference.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we are on time because I am estimating this quite the time for us to wrap up everything that we have, the lessons learned in the webinar. So I'm going to give 1 to 2 minutes to each one of you. We're going to start with Rohaiza. So can you give some concluding remarks?
Okay, for me, the conference was a great success. Yeah, because it was a very great exposure for me for me to know how others apply and use their ATLAS.ti in their research, and I also met a lot of great people, and the Berlin also is a great city indeed. Yeah, I'm very enjoy my time in Berlin, and I think it was a very great experience for me in attending a conference so far in my life. This is the best one. So and I will never regret to make this decision, even it was made very last minute, but it's really worth it. So maybe next time, if everything permits, I surely will join again for the next conference. I really recommend the conference for all of you. Yeah, Kenny.
Okay, thank you very much. So I will invite Zach now.
All right. Maybe last word. I would like to invite all ATLAS.ti users out there. Maybe there will be a future conference, so you guys are invited. And because this is a very good platform to not only show how you use ATLAS.ti in your works, but also to learn from others, and also to build network, and also to to actually showcase what the ATLAS.ti, the software can do. You know, it's not only what being taught in the books, but it can
Yeah.
also do a lot of things that you never imagine, you know. But it's up to yourself. You can discover along the way, along your research. So it's a very good opportunity. I would recommend this to all. And I heard that it's gonna take place somewhere outside Berlin, but I'm not sure. So if you get a chance, grab this opportunity and be at the conference. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zach, for agreeing to join our webinar today. So, Zu, can you please share some concluding remarks?
Yeah, the thing is, all the things that I wanted to say has been mentioned by both Aiza and Zach. So, but yeah, just to add a few stuff, a few points. I really love going to the conference. I didn't regret it, although with the time constraint that I had with my personal stuff here. But I love the people meeting the people there because they're very humble. Even our Malaysian delegates are very humble and very sharing. You know, they're very helpful. When you ask them questions, you know, they answer and they help you to be better as a person as well, not just you know, in academics. So, and another thing that I like about going to this conference is that we learn the culture of other people in, you know, for example, here in Berlin. I found out that, you know, when you go on the S-Bahn, on the public transports, you don't normally, you know, you have to pay for the tickets, right? But over there, you know, they don't check the tickets. You know, there's nobody to check the tickets. It's about honesty. If you're honest, then you buy the tickets. If you're not honest, then you go on these public transports without the tickets. So that's the one thing
Yeah.
that I learned from going to Berlin for the conference. And my last point would be, I really like it because I learned a lot for my research as well in terms of, you know, analyzing my data, and I learned, you know, how to transcribe from Aiza, you know, how to make my transcribing easier from Zach, and also the literature review by Annie, and with everyone else sharing their experiences. You know, I learned that, you know, something that is very helpful to do my data analysis later, hopefully. Yeah, so thank you, Berlin. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, everyone, for agreeing to be with me today. We actually, in our hearts, what we intend to do was to share whatever that we got from participating at the Berlin conference. We want to share with our friends who were unable to join other commitments, and not only the Malaysian people that we are sharing these lessons. We also want to share these lessons with just about anyone who wants to know our view of what we got, what we learned, what we got by participating in the conference. So I think that's it from us. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for joining our webinar. Thank you very much for agreeing to present at this webinar. And okay, so bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.